Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Callie with the Cosmic Haven Tarot, here to give you a tarot message from Spirit for this upcoming week, which starts on the 27th. Yes, the 27th. So I hope you all are having a great, almost Halloween. So, like, happy spooky season, first and foremost. And then, let me see, is there any? I feel like I was just going to say something. Oh, happy Scorpio season 2. That's what I was going to say. Shout out to all the Scorpios. They're great. We love them. They're intense. And that's what we love about them. So, I am, as I'm posting this, at Oracle's Apothecary from noon to 6. I know it gets posted at like 2. But I'm there noon to 6 doing tarot readings. So come on by and get some tarot done. Check out the herbs. Check out everything else there, the crystals. I really like buying the herbs though, okay, guys? I've been on this little herb kick right now. And they are where I get my herbs. So shout out to Oracle's Apothecary. All right, and this deck actually both these decks I got from there as well. So this is the Anime Tarot deck we are going to be working with today. All right, we have got the Eight of Swords. It seems like right now you're breaking free of some type of huge mindset shift this week is happening. And it's like very major epiphanies in terms of relationships, especially pertaining to friendships and romance, are occurring right now. So like belief systems, and this feels like a huge like epiphany about self-worth and people honoring your value is coming forth on an even deeper level. So like be aware, and this feels like Monday you guys might be hitting the ground running. Like, yeah, Monday, just spirit's gonna be knocking at your door being like, yo, you remember your worth? Well, we do, here it is. And so just be aware of that. Like, yeah, it's like you are unraveling these binds that have been holding you back, like people who have been kind of gaslighting you, and even yourself putting yourself in a small state of mind, in a small space of mind. You're breaking free of that at this time. So the challenge will be to keep focus, keep remembering your worth. So it feels like a testing week. Like every single time you remember your worth, somebody might be trying to knock you down a few pegs. But just keep going back to your worth, going back to your value, and focusing on that inward sense of peace. So, like, really embodying this Aquarius aspect of not only realizing your worth, but honoring the worth in others. So, not even focusing on the people who are holding you back, but feeling so much worth that they're kind of like mosquitoes. And we're getting into winter. So, mosquitoes are, you know, becoming scarce right now since we're coming into winter. Okay. So, and really focusing on gratitude, focusing on community and the people, ooh, especially giving back to the community. I feel like right now is a really good time to make plans to really give back and say thank you to the community who has helped you so much. Or even like just wanting to share how great you feel about yourself. Like your cup, you filled up your cup and now it's overflowing, and now you want to give back. Now you want to make a difference in other people's life. So really giving back to the community is going to be really amazing for you and help you remember your worth and remember your value and all that other good things, and not listen to those mosquitoes who are going into winter mode. All right. And then we've got, oh yeah, so like cup filleth, we've got this 9 of cups. So like nothing's fuller than a 9 of cups, except the 10 of cups who's going on in transition. But this is you, like you've really learned how to even set boundaries. And some in some instances you might even be shocked with yourself because you're like, wow, I sound really harsh right now saying no, or I sound really harsh or seem really harsh walking away from situations or standing up for myself or standing up for others. But know that at this time, that's okay. because you're loving on yourself and you're not letting people waste your time. You're not letting people waste your energy, okay? Like, you've been there, done that. Now you're just like, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be at peace with myself. And if you want to come and respect in a respectful, loving way towards me, then be here. If not, then you can go over there, okay? And deal with yourself because I'm not dealing with you. So that's a really great time. Yeah, and it feels like even like monetary wise, this is a really great week for you. We've got the lovers in reverse, so be careful of miscommunications. And this really does especially pertain to romantic relationships. Be careful of miscommunications. Don't be afraid to withdraw. I feel like it's a good time to like pull back and just really focus on yourself because you're working on you and it feels like this other person, not that they aren't working on themselves, but they need to work on themselves over there and not in your vicinity because you're like picking up a lot of their stuff. And so really focus on taking care of you. Don't be afraid to withdraw in a healthy way, in a respectful way. Obviously, we want to, if especially if this is a romantic partnership, you want to be respectful, okay? And say like, hey, I need to work on myself right now. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna go on a road trip by myself. I'm gonna go to the park by myself. I'm gonna sleep on the couch because I need my own space. I need to be in my own energy right now, and that's okay. So allow yourself to have that time and let them especially work on themselves. Or it feels like some of this self-worth stuff, the relationship, they aren't really valuing you or treating you as you want to be treated. So by withdrawing your energy and working on yourself and continuing your own self-worth, and this isn't saying breakup. I don't think this is a breakup. It's really embodying your value, embodying your worth and not fighting about it. And then being like, you know, I have this worth. You can show me my worth or we can just, leave. But I don't feel like this is like a huge breakup. I feel like this is a recalibration. Like you're discovering this new thing about yourself. And as you cultivate that within you, then they're going to respond because it's happening within you first. It takes a bit of time for the outer world to integrate that as well. So that's why you're taking time to withdraw so you don't pop off, okay? And that's healthy. Like taking time to allow it to integrate within you and then reflect in your new reality. That's healthy. Especially if this person is not necessarily on the same spiritual journey as you. That's really important, okay? So just be mindful and know that there's a lag between your epiphanies and the reflection into the material plane. Then we've got this Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is more about like this is love, but it's pulling back type of love. It's not taking crap from people type of love. It's really being like, yeah, I love you guys, but also like get it together because I'm not your mom. Okay? Love you, but I'm not your mom. And you're not paying me to deal with your stuff. So you go deal with your stuff. Okay? So it's having that sense of love from a detached, from afar. And that's the way to do it, from afar, and being okay with that. It's like, and like I said, some of this is feels familial too, like detaching from certain family members and just loving them from afar because they need to get it together, okay? And then we've got this Seven of Swords. So as you are withdrawing, and this is especially why it's important to withdraw because these people are going through it, okay? Some of these people might not have, especially if it's a significant other, like might not have been doing the same work as you. And so they are coming at you from a place of ego, from a place of fear and a place of lack. Like at the end of the day, they're really kind of afraid of you letting them go. They're afraid of you leaving. And their wounded child is coming out, not saying it's okay. And obviously, if it's an abusive relationship, leave, get some help, and get out of there. I always like to put that. And if you need therapy because it might be a toxic relationship, go get therapy. I always like, because, this is a general reading. So everybody's situation is a little bit different. But it feels like their wounded child sometimes comes out. And so when they see you working on yourself, you improving yourself, they get kind of intimidated and kind of afraid, like, oh, dang, like you're working on yourself. Is this person going to think they're too good for me now? Is this person going to leave me? So be aware that they might lash out or they might do a little bit of toxic behavior. And I don't feel like it's a lot of toxic behavior. It's just like a little bit of manipulation, a little bit of um, playing games. And that's kind of why you have to withdraw because you're not going to play these games, okay? And that's you saying, like, yeah, like I'm going to give you space to work on yourself and I'm going to sit in my worthiness, value energy, like the queen or king I am. And you got to deal with that stuff because I'm not dealing with it, okay? I'm here because I care about you. And if you feel insecure about me growing and about me getting better, then it's not going to work in the long run, okay? So I'm giving you the chance to figure yourself out. And if you cannot figure it out, then obviously I'm going to hit the road, okay? So it's up to this person. Okay, so we got the Nine of Discs here. It does feel like they do eventually figure it out, especially since we have the Nine of Discs coming up after the Nine of Cups. It might take a while for them to figure it out, more than a week, okay? So it might be like the waiting game for them to figure themselves out. Be patient, but also, like, we have this Queen of Cups here. So be patient, but also don't take crap. Also, don't be passive. Like, you know, take care of yourself first and foremost until they start reflecting back to you. Like, so this Nine of Cups is you knowing and embodying your worth. This nine of, they call it discs in this one, this Nine of Discs is them reflecting back to you the worth and the value you've put into yourself. Okay, so you keep standing strong in your worth and your value, and they're going to reflect back to you that worth and value. It's going to take them a minute. Okay, it's going to take them a minute, but they'll get there. And then we've got this Queen of Wands right here. So this is kind of you. And like I said, this might take a minute. So this is a message just to stay in your confidence. Sometimes your confidence may waver and you might be feeling lags, but be aware that, like, also doing cord clearing meditations and cleansing your energy, burning sage, taking spiritual baths, anything you can to cleanse your field, because sometimes you attach to their insecurities and the lines kind of get blurred and you're like, oh, is that my stuff or is that their stuff? And then that's where you really get like this lack of confidence. Also, listening to people outside of yourself, learning to listen to your own intuition and seeing, I mean, even in this reading, take what works for you and discard what does not work for you, okay? Because some of this stuff is not for you because it's a general reading, okay? So, really allowing yourself to embody that sense of confidence. But there's going to be times where it's like you're kind of wavering. So, this is really a message to be confident and allow yourself to grow from this. And then we've got this Queen of Swords. So the lesson here overall is really to develop a clear mind. So, and this sense of strength in being able to release cords and being able to detach. So, like, you guys are great people, okay? There's a lot of empathy, there's a lot of love happening right now. And sometimes people just forget and take advantage of that, okay? And then put the blame on you because they don't want to take accountability for taking advantage of you. So, this overall is just a lesson to learn how to detach from people, detach from situations, and really be in your own energy. Because if you're not in your own energy, then people are going to take advantage of that, okay? If you are not stating your value, if you are not remembering your worth, people are going to take advantage of that. And so it's really that lesson to clear this mind clutter, the garbage from the outside world, and remember your value at the end of the day. We've got this Ten of Swords right here. Yeah, and this is in reverse again. So some of you are going to struggle with this, okay? And it is more about this inner transformation and letting go of the mind and sinking into the heart. Being able to let go of that mind, let go of that outside noise and sink into yourself. And then you're going to have the proper path forward. Then this outer noise isn't going to get to you as much, but really being and for some of you, I just feel like um doing things like qigong or like yoga to really get into the body is going to help you a lot. Just FY, that's what I'm getting right now. Some of you just really need to get into the body because you're too much in your head. And by getting into the body, you're going to be able to ground yourself and move forward in a more loving and compassionate way. Like, yeah, you care about these people, but you also have to move forward. And if they can't follow, then they can't follow. But that's a risk some of you are going to have to take. And some of you are holding on to these mind patterns, holding on to these belief systems because you're afraid that if you let go and that if you love yourself and that if you remember your worth, this person is going to leave. Okay? That's your own insecurity that you have to overcome. That if you become bigger, then this person is going to leave. Okay? So, like, again, I always give shout outs to take therapy. I also am a Reiki master, can help you clear all that stuff, but you know, there's a lot going on in your energy field that you have to clear as well. Like, it's okay to have this worth and this value and know that, yeah, some people can't hang with it and some people are going to not appreciate it. And so you're going to have to let them go because some of these people, and because like I said, some of it feels like family. It might be one or two friends, but one feels like a lover. Some of these people aren't going to be able to deal with it. Like, once you realize your worth, some of these people aren't going to be able to deal with it. And some of these people might fade out. And that's just part of the process. The Prince of Discs is up here. So we are going to keep moving forward, like getting that Taurus bull energy right there. Okay. You're going to keep moving forward. You're going to be able to really embody this strength and bring forth abundance and have a deeper drive and a deeper passion for everything you do because you're not weighed down by insecurities, like your own, not only the insecurities that you once held on to, but other people's insecurities that you chose to take on for yourself. So you're really going to move forward and focus on you and cherish your own being. And then like your like, and this is more like, this feels like deep, deep, deep abundance. And abundance isn't always wealth. Okay, abundance can be like friendships and material things, people like offering to buy you food or getting a free coffee, things like that. This just feels like, ooh, this feels like a foundation, roots of a tree. That's what it is. Like deep, deep, ancient roots. So way, way, way down in there. Um, Flowing abundance up to you from the earth, okay? Because you've chosen to move forward, because you choose to let go. And it feels like, gosh, if you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, the Ents, like you are the Ent walking forward, okay? Like that's how strong your roots are. You are like a walking tree. Nothing can sway you, okay? So it's really that sense of embodiment and that sense of moving forward and not really taking on people's things anymore, okay? A deeper sense of grounding. And then we've got this 3 of Cups in reverse. So yeah, like some of the a lot of people are going to be facing their karma in these next few weeks, okay? And that's why spirit's having you detach and take care of yourself because some people are really just facing the facing the consequences of their actions and their lack of growth, okay? So some people you're just really detaching from because you don't want to take on that karma, okay? You don't. We've got this 10 of Wands right here, and it's in reverse as well. So it feels like towards the end of the week, you're going to have a chance to relax and take care of yourself. or even somebody's going to come take care of you. Ooh, it feels like somebody's going to come take care of you, okay? Like it feels like somebody's going to come and make sure your cup is full and that you don't have to work as much or stress as much towards the end of the week. So, yay for support. We love that. Be open and willing to receive support, okay? And then this Ace of Wands, like end of the week, you're going to feel rejuvenated. More ideas, more creative endeavors are going to occur within your being because you have taken the weight of the world or the weight of those people off your shoulders, okay? And this is like, it feels like not only just new creative endeavors, but like new partnerships that are really more like they fuel the flames of your soul, okay? So it's healthier partnerships, it's new creative endeavors, support. Like this support is going to help you like replenish yourself in a whole new way. Like, yeah, you've been filling up your own cup, but now, as a reward for taking care of yourself and remembering your value and really allowing yourself to feel valuable and to feel loved, people are going to take care of you. And that's going to be like, ooh, that's going to be like fuel on the fire. Okay. So I love that for you. And then we got this Angelarium, Oracle of the Fallen, because, like, I mean, I feel like this is a very Scorpio deck, okay? So we've just got to use it. Like the first week of Scorpio season, we've got to use it. All right. And we have got Rahab, Angel of the Deep. Okay, and like what was I just saying? It feels deep. Like your abundance, your wells, it feels deep. Like and this dude is under the ocean, okay? And the bottom of the sea is filled with treasure, guys. The bottom of the sea is filled with all sorts of treasure. So allow yourself to sink into that depth, sink into that abyss, and be there and allow treasure to come to you. All right. And, ooh, okay. So, like, analogy popped into my head, something like that. Um, also, like, you know, for those who have suffered from sinking ships and things like that, past, present, or future, uh, we do mourn them and acknowledge their suffering and wish them well in the afterlife. However, some of this, it feels like, gosh, the analogy is sinking, pirate ships or sinking warships, people who have been causing so much chaos in this world, just sinking to the bottom of the ocean with their treasure. And you just being there at the bottom of the ocean, willing to pick it up. So, like, you going to the bottom of the ocean, you detaching from these situations allows them to experience their own shipwreck, okay? Because their ships got a wreck in order for them to learn their lesson. And the treasures that come down to you are the ones that are purified by that karmic cycle ending, okay? That karma being redistributed. So just stay at the bottom of your ocean, okay? Like, be like Rahab or Poseidon, okay? And just be at the bottom of the ocean and have all those treasures, okay? I love that for you. So I hope you all have a great week, okay? Take care. Thanks. Bye.